Hello, and thank you all so much for joining us for this third and final webinar exploring artificial intelligence and its applications for the credit union space. Along with MDC, with additional support provided by the Foundation, this webinar series will examine new technologies and their impact on credit union operations, their members, and these innovations will improve the overall state of financial health in America. The challenge for all financial institutions is to better understand and address the changing demands of our members. AI can functionally make credit unions smarter by helping operations better understand their member base through predictive analytics and informed decision making. More importantly, AI can free up employees from menial tasks and number crunching. As credit unions face stiff competition from larger institutions, the realignment of resources and time will only strengthen operations. For this webinar, we will explore some key opportunities credit unions can consider. My name is Brenton Peck, and I'm thrilled to be leading this engagement with MDC and the Foundation. I will be joined today by AJ, who has been the lead researcher for this important body of work. For those not familiar with the Financial Health Network, I'll provide a quick overview. The Financial Health Network is a national nonprofit with a mission to improve financial health for all. And today, we are really seen as a trusted advisor to business leaders, policymakers, and innovators who are all committed to our mission and committed to improving the financial health of their members and the communities that they serve. Through research, consulting, measurement tools, and different opportunities for cross-sector collaboration, we advance the awareness and understanding and proven best practices in support of financial health for all. And underneath all of that programmatic stuff that we do as an organization, we lead a network of institutions who are all committed to our cause. The network itself includes many of the usual suspects in the financial services space, including the big banks, the processors, the card networks, a host of different fintechs, including smaller ones like QCash Financial and Spring4, as well as larger ones like PayPal and Intuit. The network also includes over 20 credit unions and credit union organizations, and both our friends at the Foundation and MDC. In an era where volume of data can set organizations apart from their competitors, digital solutions backed by AI can offer credit unions an edge. Intelligent automation is clearly the future for the credit union workforce and member engagement strategies. We see AI in a place that can simplify processes and operations as more members expect personalization and increased control over their financial future. Brands from all consumer-facing industries are reaping the benefits of cultivating experiences that emphasize with their user base, and credit unions should be no different. To prepare for these advancements, credit unions should first identify the right technology providers and tools to prioritize member engagement strategies and efficiency more prominently. Here is what we have in store during our time together. As with all of our webinars, here is a quick look at today's agenda. Before we dive into credit union opportunities and next steps to take, let's examine the current state of these technologies. AI as a whole can be an intimidating subject to dig into. The algorithm-driven technology has many use cases and purposes. To help unravel AI and clear up some of the misconceptions, my colleague AJ will explore the question, what is it? So AJ, over to you.
AI can be a difficult term to parse, but in plain language, an AI system is meant to function in a similar way to how human intelligence works. An AI-powered computer program or machine can think on its own without the need for external commands. Learning and problem solving are just some basic examples. More advanced capabilities include self-driving cars, virtual assistants, and even spam filters. Those systems can understand inputs and act accordingly. The advantage being that AI systems can perform calculations much quicker than humans. The most applicable subset of AI for the financial services system is machine learning. Equipped systems can self-learn from information and apply that learning without human intercession. It plays a major role primarily in risk analysis and fraud detection. Former Qualcomm AI strategy lead Gary Brotman provides a great introduction to the expanding world of AI.
Artificial intelligence is really techniques that help machines and computers mimic human behavior. It's like a Russian nesting doll. Artificial intelligence at the highest level is the device being smart. How it becomes smart under the hood then is the next layer of machine learning, which are the general techniques or a variety of techniques that are used to make that device smart. And then there's a further subset of algorithms or techniques called deep learning. Artificial intelligence is going to be used in everything. So I'll give you two examples. If a car has intelligence built in, if it can see the world, so looking at what's on the road, looking at you as the driver, and being able to anticipate and course correct when something goes wrong, something jumps into the road. Autonomous vehicles of any kind are not going to be autonomous without artificial intelligence. In the medical field, new treatments that'll come from the analysis of reams of data to detect cancers and diseases. Today, machines are smart, and they're smart because of AI. But AI still has a dependency on us, people. We're making it possible. The next phase is when artificial intelligence is able to walk on its own. Companies like Qualcomm, if we do our jobs right, and if artificial intelligence is done right, the actual implementation is totally transparent to a consumer. But what they end up with is devices in their world that are more than utilities. They're actually experiential, and they will make your life easier, more exciting. This is truly a transformational technology. It's that big.
As put by Gary, AI is no longer a newfangled technology or black box. Its potential for other industries is already being realized. The average consumer currently engages with AI tools like Siri or Amazon's Alexa. Marketers are actively offering personalized experiences for shoppers. The financial services space is steadily adopting the same technologies. The likes of the insurance industry are already using AI to improve underwriting and claims. And as banks and credit unions learn to automate activities, experts estimate that AI will ease several processes and cut costs for financial institutions by 22%. By dividing the banking sector into 3 discrete AI applications, savings will drastically improve operations. We'll explore what changes the front, middle, and back offices experiences shortly. As AI capabilities continue to develop, so are business opportunities in the financial services sector. The arena is replete with third-party groups offering AI solutions. Companies are actively working with institutions to offer cybersecurity, loan underwriting, and customer support services. Through a proprietary chatbot solution, a company like Abaca reduces call center workload and includes financial education, advice, and transactional reviews that can offer personalized user journeys to better financial health. To prepare for these advancements, credit unions should first identify the right technology. As you consider the role of AI in your operations, remember its scalability. Brenton will dive in to give an overview of specific credit union applications each of these players are involved in.
So as AJ just teased out, there are 3 areas we see credit unions can employ AI solutions. A framework that we've found useful in sorting through different platforms and different opportunities: front, middle, and back office applications. Outlined here are just some of the use cases among the 3 different identified sections. Front office applications, simply put, are member facing. We think about middle office as the space that primarily incorporates risk management and fraud functions, effectively connecting the front and back offices together. And the back office, which AI might serve credit unions the best, at least in the near term, includes administration and support services. So let's explore a couple of applications we see for credit unions with AI in the front office. Member support is a key advantage here of AI. And frankly, it's a competitive advantage for credit unions as a whole. At the front office, chatbots and digital assistants can inform member decisions. Chatbots can offload call center work and connect members to solutions much faster and much better than humans can. More future forward solutions are including translation services, which can open up credit unions to new regions and new populations. Providers like Posh Technologies currently offer in-depth conversational technologies to those in the credit union space. But we think front office applications employing AI will only increase as 5G spreads more widely. Digital assistants can offer tailored financial information to members. Unlike chatbots, assistants can perform a wider range of tasks, learn from interactions, and interact with both text and voice. This can have great implications in terms of accessibility, especially for older and disabled individuals. The likes of a platform such as Siri guiding purchasing decisions based on account information and spending habits can be a near-term possibility for credit unions. In the context of financial health, these solutions will enable credit unions to embrace greater financial inclusion and build greater trust with their members. Innovative front office solutions employ AI, full stop. And credit unions need to stretch themselves here and think about deploying AI solutions in the context of improving member and business financial health. In the middle office, this is a space that credit unions often overlook when considering emerging technology applications, but we'll try to simplify here. The middle office includes security and real-time authentication processes. AI can play a large role in verifying the identity of different members. A capable system can monitor malicious transactions and guard against synthetic or fake accounts, saving credit unions valuable resources. AI is capable of sifting through massive amounts of data without the need for constant manual intervention. Companies like Socure use AI to pull together data from online resources and credit bureaus to verify identities far faster than what humans or rule-based systems can do today, all of which can save credit unions valuable time and money. I think there's a huge opportunity here for credit unions to put a greater emphasis on middle office applications using artificial intelligence. But we anticipate that the back office would benefit most from AI. Credit unions should certainly consider using AI platforms in the back office as a way to shift from depending on human ingenuity to realizing the full value of enhanced performance. Underwriting, regulation technology, or RegTech, and robotics process automation, or RPA, are key use cases that can better be served with AI. So let's unpack some of these applications. And for that, AJ, back to you.
AI-based underwriting shows great potential. From a financial health perspective, it would embrace greater financial inclusion and allows more members to adopt high-quality credit products. Additionally, the use of AI in underwriting is not likely to be biased since it uses objective data to arrive at credit decisions. Industry examples suggest that leveraging AI in underwriting can cut significant losses. Beyond credit scoring and lending, AI has also influenced the way credit unions assess and manage risk and how they build and interpret different contracts. RegTech, or regulation tech, combined with AI can allow credit unions to identify obligations and rule changes quicker, lowering compliance costs and freeing up resources. Now, manual processing is slow and costly, and relying solely on human leads to higher degrees of inconsistency and in errors. By implementing RPA tools built on an AI platform, a credit union can lower false positives and human error, save significant resources, and repurpose its workforce to focus on improving members' financial health. CU NextGen's MRM platform uses RPA to virtually integrate a credit union's siloed systems, allowing staff to act on member-facing needs from within a single set of screens.
Thanks so much, AJ. There's a ton of information to unpack if you're looking at AI as a category. That's why our framework of front, middle, and back office applications might make more sense for credit unions. As you consider the role of AI in your operations, remember what AJ mentioned. It's scalable. The more data that's collected, the more sophisticated AI systems will become over time. Eventually, products will become smarter with more accuracy and better capabilities to improve member and employee financial health and the financial health of the credit union business. As with all of the technologies we've highlighted in this webinar series, consider the above recommendations on preparing your credit union for AI. Look at what your credit union currently employs and make sure that a department is keeping their pulse on the future state of these vendors. These tech providers are consistently evolving, and AI applications should be a centerpiece of their strategies. On that note, there are a number of new entrants, high-quality providers focused on front, middle, and back office applications at credit unions, all of which are eager to partner and help improve the financial health of your membership and your business. It's difficult to sort through the value that these different innovators can provide your institution. That's why working closely with MDC and the foundation is more important than ever. Centralizing these potential partnerships will allow credit unions to operate more efficiently. We could all use more people time and headspace. I'd encourage each of you to double down on your relationship with MDC and others in the credit union space who can cut through a lot of this noise that's out there, align potential partners' value proposition to credit union needs, and help these solutions scale quickly. And this brings us to the conclusion of our Emerging Technology webinar series, but we're hoping to continue our project work. For next steps, we'd like you to envision what would an emerging technology solution look like at your credit union. As we secure your feedback, we plan on connecting to key stakeholders mentioned throughout this series to deploy a set of tools that can empower members and our businesses with greater financial health capabilities. So stay tuned for next steps. It has been our absolute pleasure connecting with you on this important and complex topic. Please reach out with any questions or thoughts that you have. We hope to be in touch with each of you really soon. Thank you for your time and attention. Stay safe, stay well, and enjoy the holiday break.